The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot! What is it? No, we changed it. What is hot? What is hot? Shut up!
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
At the 6-yard line.
Hey, report! Report!
Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Hey, middle. 13. Hey.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Ravens at 6-5 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
By Marty Mathis. A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 44.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a third and about 13.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Baron Browning, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Now 3rd down and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Taking on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down, here's Mitchell. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score, Ravens 7.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a pitch out to Williams.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st down, Broncos.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mims in motion left. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Wilson changing the play. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They give it to Williams, running right. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Go.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 30 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Broncos 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 5.
Hey, report. Report.
To throw is Jackson. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Yo. Hey, middle. 13. Hey.
Jackson on first down. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let it get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hold on, ready? We're changing.
Here's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Mims in motion left. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the 1st half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the 1st half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now the throw on 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Williams. Able to push his way through. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Mims in motion left. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
In motion right goes Sutton. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And now an audible here into something else. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No, we changed it. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. They gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Go ahead.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Report.
Jackson now. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense on third down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, report.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson wants a different look.
Alert.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion right goes Sutton. Out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's a 2nd and 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now they're going to speed things up here. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Williams again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. There we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here it is, 4th and goal. They run, it's Williams. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape. But can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
One ready.
This is 2nd and 8.
13. Hey. You at X.
Jackson now down around his goal line. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's on.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Jackson. Now he's into the clear again. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way in for the Ravens, touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson changing the play. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
No, we change it.
Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you can hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Ravens, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.